waiting for us all day. I drove this thing for 6 months.
For 6 months?
6 months. I didn't have a car. Well, I did have a car, but they were broken down.
Okay.
So I drove this for 6 months, and I ended up liking this. Actually, quite a bit.
Wait, without plates?
Huh?
We're fast.
What happened?
Without plates, we're fast.
Without plates, we're fast. No, weight reduction. We folded the seats. So you guys are probably asking, where the hell are we going? But this is where Orange County Fabrication actually is located in Orange County. Obviously, right? Orange County Fabrication is over. So we're right here. We're about to make a left, and that's where the Countach is at. That's where it's been, you know, for quite some time. These guys are helping me out, wire up the engine and do some custom fab to the car. They actually helped us finish the car with the roll cage and a few other things.
When are we going to see?
This year? That's the plan.
November, right?
No, December. Yeah, is it November? Yeah.
I think it's November, yeah.
The beginning of November, end of October.
Shit, man, shit.
Alright, let's go check it out.
Orange County Fabrication.
No, pues que aprovechar, viejo. Así estamos. ¿Qué fue, primo?
Ah, mira, dándole. Alright guys, so you guys have been wondering where the car has been, why it's been out and MIA for so long. The main reason is we did a swap. The swap actually ended up being LS engine. We did encounter a few issues. You guys over here at OC Fab have actually helped us out with those issues. They went ahead and pulled out the old engine. They slapped this engine in. They fabricated custom mounts. They did want us to provide a transmission and a adapter plate for it, so we went ahead and hit up the guys over there in Renegade Hybrids in Vegas. Turns out that they had a transmission available, they had a adapter plate available. They sent us a new clutch slave actually recently and a shifter. The shifter was a used one, but because we're going to be doing an upgrade on it, we don't mind the used one. We actually only use it for measurements for the shifter cables and stuff like that, since it does have to be custom shifter cables. This transmission is actually off the Boxer S 99.
You could do so. You want
987, I believe that's what it's called. It is a 6-speed, so you guys notice that it actually sticks out the bottom a little bit more than the original transmission should stick out. And so we don't mind it. We're actually planning to do long road trips on this car, so we're definitely looking for a reliable transmission that's going to be shifting and keep RPMs low. Tank isn't big, so we want to definitely keep the MPGs there. If you move over to this side, since we want to go ahead and keep reliability and comfortable ride, the guys went ahead and saw that the car needed to be addressed as far as suspension went. You know, they went ahead and did the guys went ahead and extended the suspension to avoid having the spacers. Let me show you guys. We have a 12-inch wide wheel and we still had to run spacers. What? Now, the reason we ran the spacers was mainly because when we measured the car the first time, the gentleman who actually did the wheels measured wrong. and gave us the wrong offset wheels. We couldn't really, go bananas on them as the car was going to SEMA, so we went ahead and just accepted it, got the spaces, vámonos. The guys went ahead and said, no, you guys can't run this. So these guys are pretty much professionals as far as this goes, because they do work on a lot of off-road vehicles. So there's a lot of geometry that goes into this, and these guys know a lot about that. So they were the perfect team to go ahead and hire for this. Now, I do give them a hard time here and there, but at the same time, I trust them a lot with the car, and that's why the car has been here for a certain amount of time. And it's been a learning curve for as far as being, I guess you could say, on the safe side as far as this goes, because I've been at the point where one of the brackets broke on the air suspension, and we had to obviously address that. So we went ahead and made it a better car, reliable. So now that it has the engine in there, transmissions in there, the guys are handling the wiring, and again, we're encountering a few issues that are coming as they go, but they're going to be handled, in a timely manner. Car will be back, and it will be going, back on the streets and to a lot of meets. So definitely looking forward to that.
A few moments later.
This is Andy, guys. He's the owner of OCF Fabrication. And Andy, you want to tell him a little bit of what you do?
Well, we do a little bit of everything. I mean, we do custom fabrication here at Orange County Fabrications. We've taken on the job to help out Mario with his Countach, helping him out with all the suspension, doing the engine swap. Been a lot of work, just running into a lot of problems, things that, it's not a kit that, it comes, it's all custom that we have to make for it. So he's gone from a 4-speed to a 6-speed, which offsetted our axles, but nothing we can't handle here at Orange County Fabrications. I think, we like that Mario trusts us with doing his work, and very confident on this car coming out really good.
Yeah, in fact, these are the same guys that actually did the roll cage on the car. And to be honest with you, everybody asked who did it, just because of the fact that not only did they do a roll cage, but they hit it really well around the vehicle. They also did a little decoration bar through the middle, but it is functional, just in case anything were to fall through, it won't go completely through, because we're sitting right under that. The roll cage is actually tied into the windscreen, which also creates rigidity. It being a glass that is literally extremely big, we wanted to go ahead and have something that was gonna keep that safe. It's a $3,000 glass. So we made sure that we trusted the right people to go ahead and create that. Now, as far as suspension goes, I forgot to mention, those are the tires that these guys are trying to fit in there. Well, we brought the tires, we brought the wheels, but we gave them the task to go ahead and fit those in there. These are 335 30s? 335 35 17s. And if you notice, they're actually stretched. When we initially got the wheels, we thought that we were gonna have a 13-inch wide wheel. Turns out it's actually a 15-inch wide wheel. You can see the front. This is the back. We found a set of 17s in Ensenada, Mexico. And I was talking to Andy about this because we were gonna go ahead and get these wheels and kind of make them wider. But we were facing a little bit of issues finding dishes for this. And I asked Andy, yo, is it possible to fit these in there? He's like, you know what, Mario, we might encounter some issues as far as the control arms and trailing arms that he was making, but bring it on.
And I'm like, man, I'm need to rip it all off. Like, the more I look into it, the more.
This is why you have to trust the right people to do the job. I've paid 2 separate people to do wiring on this car prior to Andy, and he always mentioned it, he always brought it up to me, like, Mario, you always gotta do things the right way, this and this, and but this is the whole downfall of it, I guess you could say. There's a lot more wiring in here that's horrible, you know what I mean? And if I do decide to sell this car down the line, everybody's gonna have a peace of mind that it was done by a professional, you know, and getting it done right. Now the car is gonna have an actual OBD. It's gonna have fuses in the right places, wiring that's not exposed, or have connection after connection after connection after connection. Oh my man. Look at this now. You know? So
I complain about it, but I would like to do stuff right for you.
yeah, and that's the whole reason why the car's been here. So yeah, this is good. It's actually good.
Yeah,
I like
don't worry
that
about
shit.
it. We'll take care of everything. I mean, I've gone through it all, but at this point, the more I go into it, the more I find things. So at this point, I'm just gonna rip everything off and just wire it all up for you, you know, the right way. Okay.
This is I like it. No, honestamente va.
A few moments later.
So that's one of the things that kind of, you know, I like. They're never shy of taking on a new task, a new challenge, and they make it happen. So it's the whole reason why the car's actually been sitting here for so long. But I keep bringing them more work. I gave them like 10 things to do, and I just added like another 15 on top of that. So it is my fault. The car has been sitting here. You know, it's not necessarily their fault. They do take on a lot of projects. As you guys see over there, they got a 32 Ford. They got a what's that one called? So the guys definitely take on a lot of custom work, which does take a lot of their time. And their team is, you know, compact enough to go ahead and work on specific cars. But obviously, everybody has a task to do throughout the day, so they don't fully, you know, commit to this one. But they are. I already spoke to Andy, and we're gonna be bringing this car sooner than later. And you know, we already compensated that, and we're good to go. So, Gucci,
We're good.
let's go.
Riding high when I was king, I played at the hard and fast. Walked away, want me there, easy on me, oh, and it would. Money without me, got my feet without me, my feet without me.
All right, so a lot of you guys are probably asking yourself, why are we hiring another company to do our work? The only reason why is because I have my hands tied up with the shop. There's a lot of cars that we have here and that we're already working on, which is all of your guys' cars. This particular one is a wide body car that's also an insurance job. We're adjusting suspension on this and a lot of little, you know, problems that we're encountering with this. This is a car that we painted a while ago and caught on fire, and we have to respray this car. There's this car over here that actually repairing the curb rashes and respraying the wheels. This is my dad's car. This is his project, and he's working on it on his own. We have a car over here that actually is getting the interior of the front getting resprayed. We're actually making it full gloss, and it's not a small task. You know, we encounter other stuff that we see other companies do kind of half-assed, and we're like, you know what, we'll take on the task, we'll take on the challenge of doing it right for them. This is another restoration car that has been out here for a little bit, and we resprayed this whole car, fixed everything in dent on this car. This is another gentleman's car who got into a really bad accident. We went ahead and did frame work on this car. We went ahead and did a lot of paint work on this car, made sure that, you know, everything is good and good to go, basically, you know what I mean? Safe. Another insurance job, small decals. You know, we have another respray outside, we have another respray outside, and we have another car that we're doing out. We have plenty of cars and plenty of work already here that basically keeps our hands full. And for me to actually take the time away from your guys' cars or your guys' projects and build my cars is kind of like, what the hell, you know what I mean? So even this car right here that we're building over here, this is my car too, but this car is supposed to be a project that could have taken me probably a couple weeks to complete. But between certain jobs, certain things that I do I invest a little bit of time into it, but at the same time, I don't want to be leaving really late to my house. You know what I mean? I have family. I have, you know, a lot of stuff to take care of, and that involves me, you know, taking time out of that. So that's why this has taken more than a couple weeks, but that's not the case. That's the main reason why we go ahead and give the opportunity to someone else that we can trust to do the job, you know? So that being said, I'll leave you guys with that. Leave a comment, follow us, and subscribe to us. And I'm new to this, by the way. All right, in honors of Mikey, lates.